From Omro down to Mayville, from Rosendale to the Ledge, and everywhere in between, it's time to get you caught up on everything happening in the Flyway Conference. This is the Flyway Focus Sport Report, your home for the best whip-around coverage of your favorite local teams. Now, with all the latest, here's Jordan King.
It's Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Let's fill you in on a busy enough weekend and get you ready for this week in spring Flyway sports. Let's start on the diamond. Omro had a Saturday doubleheader at Wautoma and swept the Hornets. Offense had no issues getting going in Game 1 as the Foxes scored 15 runs in the 15-4 win. Game 2 a little tighter, Omro winning 6-5, so a nice start to the season for the Foxes. They're 2-0. Spring softball was over in Poynette, playing in a tournament. The Ledgers got their day started with a 5-4 win against Poynette before falling to Stratford later in the day. 6-4 the final in that game. Did not see a game report for either game, but according to W7 on Twitter, Gracie Conkle had a nice day. She went 5 for 7, 4 runs offensively, and she also struck out 10 in the circle. Saturday was also the state indoor track and field championships. A couple Flyway schools were there participating. A couple of highlights from the event. Junior Logan Nolan from Campbellsport finished 8th in the 800-meter run, and classmate Sienna Hewitt took 9th in the pole vault. She jumped 11 feet. Let's get into today's slate around the league, starting in baseball. One conference matchup, that's Campbellsport against Springs from Herbaker Field with a 5 p.m. start. That's a reschedule from last Thursday. Mayville baseball set to head to Living Word Lutheran for a non-conference game. That game set for a 4:30 first pitch. Moving on to softball, it's a full conference slate of 4 games. Mayville hosts WLA. Omro goes to Campbellsport. Springs hosts North Fondy at Smith Field. And finally, Lamira at William Taylor Park to take on Laconia. All 4 games slated for 4:30 starts. In soccer action, Springs has the rescheduled game against second-ranked Cedar Grove, Belgium tonight at 7. This a rematch of last year's sectional final game that the Rockets won 4-0. The Ledgers kept it closer in the regular season game last spring, only losing 1-0. Chance for revenge tonight from Smith Field. Elsewhere, Lourdes goes to Berlin, Omro heads to Amherst, Wayland is at River Valley, and Lamira plays at Elkhart Lake Glenbeulah. Final note on soccer, over the weekend, associate member Hustisford Dodgeland lost to Columbus 2-0. That was on Saturday. And finally, Springs Golf gets its season underway this afternoon. They're over at Riverdale Country Club in Sheboygan. They'll compete against Sheboygan Lutheran, Lake Country Lutheran, and Central Wisconsin Christian. The perennial Power Ledgers won their 8th straight Flyway crown last spring. And 2 more stories outside of this spring season. This weekend, former Mayville football coach Tom Noennig was inducted into the Wisconsin Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame. He reached multiple playoff appearances with the Cardinals, including one conference championship in 2007 and a state runner-up finish in 2006. One last note here before we sign off this morning. WLA boys basketball coach Marty Nell announced Saturday night he would be stepping down from his position with the program. He won 3 conference championships during his 9 years in charge with the Vikings. I'm Jordan King, your Flyway Focus Sports Report here on this Monday. Hope you have a great day.